Hello everybody and welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation. Today we are doing the prep pack for March 2020. I am due on the 19th of March 2020, which is when I'm going to post this video. So that's a Thursday. So of course I'm going to be at work on a Thursday. And this is what I'll be taking with me to have in my desk. I mostly have put new stuff in this prep pack to test out, so I can obviously do better reviews for you later on. For those of you who are not aware, I try and use a product for at least 3 cycles before I review it for any of you. So it just, because each cycle is just that little bit different, and what may work in one cycle might not work in the next, vice versa. So what I've got here is this medical grade silicone Acacia cup. It is a bit dusty. It will, obviously is going to be washed. This is the bag for that, which is like a cottony type bag. You would have seen this in the unboxing that I did of the Acacia stuff. So this is the ergonomic design. So that is medical grade silicone. The next thing, this is you would have seen it in the Hanna Pads unboxing. This is the wet bag that Hanna Pads have decided to make with a more sustainable design of having this rope instead of using a zip. So and then that also makes this wet bag metal free as well. All of the reason why this has got some fluff on it is that all of these have obviously been washed, and since they're unboxings, which have been posted on this channel, so there's some fluff on it because I wash everything before use, including the wet bags and the menstrual cup bags. So, yep, so this is the Curious Cat wet bag. It is organic cotton with a TPU waterproof coating on the inside, because you have, this is like, it's like a laminated cotton, and then there is this section in the middle. So this will be the dry side and this will be the wet bag side. Okay, so a Curious Cat wet bag by Hanna Pads, and this. Okay, so we'll have a look. These 3. So this one is an 8-inch playful puppy design from Hanna Pads. It is certified organic cotton, which is unbleached and undyed. This is what all these 3 are Hanna Pads. This is 8-inch. These 2 are 10-inch. This is the playful puppy design. This is the antique indigo design, and this is the Hanna green design. And if you can see on these, oops, I'm knocking things over now, which is really, really useful for everyone here, is that this has the silicone dots on it. So this is their old design or their old backer, where they didn't have the silicone dots on it. So these silicone dots are meant to stop it from moving. This is actually the trouble I had with these style of Hanna Pads. At the moment it's only on the small, medium, panty liner, small, medium sizes. So it's not on their ultra or super long. But this is the problem I had with this laminated cotton, is it slips around a lot. So they've put these little silicone dots on it, but that's the biggest difference at the moment between these 2. But they are all on this side, unbleached organic cotton. That is also non-dyed, and this backer is the TPU waterproof backer. This small, I think on the small, yeah, and has the double snap, and these 2 have the single snaps. So 8-inch and these 2 are 10 inches, and this is the old style, which you would have seen in the unboxing from January 2019, and then these 2 were unboxed not long ago. Okay, so there's those 3 going in. Then there is this one here, which is the vintage Juju pad. It is 9.5 inches. It is unbleached organic cotton, and organic cotton and PUL in the lined, and this organic cotton on the back. So very, very similar in shape and style, as you can see, to the Hanna Pads, except obviously this is completely white on the back. This is the 10-inch classic Acacia by Connie pad. This is actually all polyester and PUL. So this is a cotton. This is a soft polyester for the absorption side, and this is a PUL polyester on the back. I think the design of this has to do with the fact that the company Connie is a like a urinary, like they make adult underwear for incontinence and stuff, and they make children's stuff for incontinence, like children's underwear for incontinence. They make like the bed blankets for incontinence. So Connie specializes in essentially a wide variety of incontinence products. Acacia is their menstrual line. So they kind of like, obviously we're dealing with bodily fluid, so we're kind of like, menstruation is also a bodily fluid. So I think this is what's gone into this design and influenced the type of material that they've used in this, due to the fact that they have more than a history in say nappies per se. They more have a history in incontinence, so probably this is why it's more of a polyester type situation rather than a cotton type situation like Juju and Hanna Pads. But we're still going to see how it goes. And this, I think in the unboxing, if you saw the unboxing of the Acacia stuff, this was, I haven't seen this in any of the pads that I've got so far, this type of weird kind of clip. But again, I think this is because it's influenced by their history, or Connie's, as you can see the tag says Connie's history in incontinence products rather than period products. So on that note, this is the period underwear that I'll be taking in the wet bag, which was the Acacia underwear. Again, I did mention that this was all products that I'm testing. This is the underwear with this gusset, where this is meant to clip to like that. And then this is like a microfiber backup, but it's obviously not positioned in a way that it's going to be particularly useful to get anything if it goes over. But while I was probably initially a bit hesitant about this underwear design, what I kind of find interesting is the fact that this is completely internal to, this is completely internal in the gusset, which means that you should be able to clip these types of underwear through, or these types of pads through this gusset as well, like this, and obviously we know that this is going to actually fit through, because that's kind of part of why this was designed this way. But it also means that you can actually fit pads like this in, or any of the pads here. This is just the example, which means your pad is clipped entirely inside your underwear rather than wrapping around and over it like normal pads that you'd wear with underwear. So I thought, while I was initially hesitant about the design, as I stated, I figured that this was actually interesting to do this, because this is probably where the microfiber here surrounding this section will come into play, because it will come into play if you go off the sides here, and it will soak into this bit, because this is not cinching up your underwear. So technically wearing it, this pad should sit completely inside your underwear. So I've kind of reconsidered the hesitation of my of this design. So hopefully, you know, this is actually going to be my pack at work, and this is really in case anything, actually I get my period at work, I can change my underwear if needed, or if I'm out. This will either be in my desk, or if I'm going out, be in my backpack. I'll probably do another what's in my backpack video. And the reason for kind of having these is just in case. Because by the time I actually get my period, obviously I'm not going to be as concerned, because I can get home and utilize any of my products. So what this prep pack is really meant to achieve is that space when I'm at work, which should be good. So hopefully these are all of the new products and all of the products that I am testing out over this cycle. So I most likely will be wearing these across my cycle anyway, just to test out. And obviously I haven't actually worn this Acalia cup yet. I think I got it on the last day, or one of the last days of my last period. So I usually by that point, especially on the last day, do not need to wear a menstrual cup, because by that time I'm pretty light. I could probably just get away with, at that point, utilising underwear, to be honest with everyone. So then this is where everything goes into the wet bag and then goes into my backpack, so that I am essentially covered off for any contingency. When I actually end up having my period, I take what I need during the day. If I'm at work, I will wear a menstrual cup, and I'll put a menstrual cup in the shower in the morning, and then by that night I will come home and take it out. If I'm at home on the weekends, I will generally, this Acalia cup I will boil at a later date, but essentially this is just to show you that everything fits in. This will close up, and then this will fit into my bag. So that is everything that is in here. Just on the silicone dots on the Hanna Pads, they did actually say that these silicone dots on them were actually inspired by baby socks. So the little like foot component on baby socks. So that was interesting. But aside from that, that's just a little FYI. That is the prep pack for, of course I didn't put in as well this time, whatever. That is a prep pack for March 2020. Thanks for watching. As always, enjoy your morning, afternoon or evening, depending on where you are in the day. And I will catch up with you all in the next video. Bye everyone.